Hi everybody, hope that you're doing okay. For the past 5 days I have been trying out this acupressure mat. I read up on the benefits of what these mats may be able to provide. Relief from muscle pain, headache relief, and to help with stress. Another couple of reasons is for the deeper sleep and for increased energy. So looking at the benefits that this mat may provide and looking at some of the symptoms that people with MS experience, I'm hoping that I might be able to tick some of the boxes. The biggest reason why I wanted to try this out is because I've been having intermittent back pain along with hip pain. Here is my experience with it and I hope it's useful. I discovered that sitting on the edge of the mat and then slowly rolling myself back was a much kinder way to do it, and it just felt more comfortable. Along the way, I seem to have acquired a friend. He also thinks this is a great idea. I would say that the most uncomfortable thing is the head pillow, so it does take a bit of adjusting, but someone looks very comfortable there. At this point, we're now about 2 minutes into what should be about a 15-minute lie down on the mat. One thing to note is that it does say that for the first couple of days, to get used to the mat, you need to wear a t-shirt. About 10 minutes in, and oddly enough, I am feeling really relaxed, as though, you know, I could potentially go to sleep. I felt like towards the end, I really needed to sort of move my back about because I was just getting a bit uncomfortable lying for that period of time. Day 1 complete. Okay, so it's day 2 and I'm just setting up the mat, getting myself ready and comfortable for another 10 minutes of relaxation, hopefully. So far so good. I'm feeling quite comfortable, quite relaxed, could quite easily fall asleep again. Just as the time was going on, my lower back was starting to hurt, so I'm just lifting my legs to relieve it. Day 2 done. This is day number 3 using the mat, and I have to say this is probably the most uncomfortable time that I found on the mat so far. I just felt like all the spikes were digging into my back and I couldn't really get settled, but also my lower back was having quite a few issues today. I still persevered though because I wanted to complete the 10 minutes, and actually towards the end my back felt a little bit more relaxed, so that was good. So that's day 3 done, and Flynn is looking nice and rested too. Day number 4, and I've popped some nice relaxation music on in the background. I'm also trying the mat again without a t-shirt because it does say that the benefits are better if there's more contact with skin. So I felt really good on the mat today. I felt calm, I felt relaxed. Actually, I could have probably nodded off and just slept on there for a lot longer than 10 minutes. So I'm hoping that there would have been some benefits for me today. Okay, so we're on day 5, the last day of the mat experiment. I did have a few issues again with my back being very uncomfortable towards the end. However, I'm actually beginning to realise now it's the amount of time that I'm spending on the mat, so I could reduce it. But all in all, it was quite relaxing. Okay, so that's day 5 done. It was only a short experiment really to see whether this was going to help me with my back pain and tick off some of the benefits that this mat suggested it might give you. So what are my thoughts on it? I would say that overall using the mat was quite easy. In some cases it was quite enjoyable having that 15 minutes of relaxation time. I found it slightly uncomfortable. At some points I would have preferred to have actually carried on just using quite a thin t-shirt that suited me. Do I think that it gave me more energy, reduced my fatigue and helped with my sleep? I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I sleep quite well anyway. I would say that using the mat I could have quite easily fallen asleep on it a couple of times, so there must be some sort of sleep inducing benefit with that mat because that happened on a couple of occasions. The biggest one for me was, did it actually help and relieve my pain? So after 5 days I still have a problem with my hip. My lower back pain has eased a bit, but to be honest it is quite intermittent pain anyway. I would say that the days I've gone and had a walk and I've come back and my back's a bit achy, I felt like it's relieved it somewhat. I did have to like maneuver my legs a fair bit because I couldn't really rest on the mat with my legs down. but I think you need to adapt the mat to how it's going to suit you anyway, so that's okay. The other thing that I found is that when I did get off the mat, my muscles and my back seemed to have like relaxed a little bit. Whether that's the mat, I'm not really sure. I think that it's the kind of thing that you would have to do over a prolonged period of time. I don't think 5 days is enough. So the outcome is that I still have my hip and back pain to some degree. Will I continue using the mat? I think it's definitely something I will go on to use. Whether I use it every day or not, probably not, but it would be quite nice to see if it does alleviate back pain in the long term. And if you want to go on and buy one of these acupressure mats for any of the benefits stated, I hope that it helps you out. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you soon.